Hey, welcome to this video. We are going to be talking about the course outline for the fall of 2015 Math 85. Like my picture, it's my family, part of my factory. I also have a daughter and her husband, but they didn't come to Disneyland with us. I was going to say Goofy. That is Goofy, isn't it? Yeah, Goofy. Anyway, fun time in Disneyland. Okay, so in this video, we're just going to go through the course outline. If you do have any questions at all as we're going through the video, feel free to call me or at any time during the semester. Call me at that phone number. So my name's Jeff Hamilton. My office is T2242, second floor tech building. And there's my phone number. Feel free to call me or text me anytime if you have questions on the outline or on any question. There's also my email address, jeff.hamilton@lethbridgecollege.ca. I don't really have office hours. In the afternoons, typically I'm available, but feel free to text me anytime at that phone number. Other contact information you might want or might need would be for our chair of developmental studies or our dean for the Center for Applied for Arts and Sciences, I think is the name of it. Anyway, both those guys are good guys. If you have any questions about the program or the center, you can contact them. Our class, as you probably are aware, is every Monday and Wednesday. We start at 8 in the morning, and we go till, oh, I think this is wrong. Yeah, it goes from 8 until 10, 8 till 10, or 8 till 9:50 every Monday and Wednesday in this room, and then we're in the same room on Friday, but we don't have to get up as early. We start at 9. I think that's all I need to say about that slide there. Okay, so just in terms of the things that we'll be talking about and doing during the semester, these are the basic concepts that we're going to be looking at. So we'll be looking at using math concepts and skills to solve a number of different problems. We'll look at exponents and radicals, polynomials, quadratic functions, maybe some system of equations, graphing those, and then we'll also finish up looking at some trigonometry. Those are general things. The way I'm going to construct the math class this semester, though, will be maybe a little bit different than you've done before. If you've been in my math classes, it'll be similar. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you do a whole lot of math. And what I want you to do is before each class starts, I want you to watch some videos that pertain to the topics for that day. All the videos are available on YouTube or in Canvas. You can get a link to them from there. So watch the videos, and then when you come to class, I may give you a little bit of instruction or a little bit of information on the topics for the day, but the bulk of the time during the class will be spent on working on problems and working on the homework assignments that are posted in Canvas. So you watch the videos to get the concept for what we're going to be doing, and then you'll come in during class, you'll come and you'll work on your homework. In the past, I've tried this model, and it works real well for everybody that I've found. Some students like sort of that instruction from a class, and if that's sort of what you like, then spend some time watching those videos. Everybody has to watch those videos. But then use the in-class time to work on some homework and ask lots of questions. Okay, there's quite a few students in the class this semester, but I think I'll have lots of time to ask questions. I also have lots of time, like I said before, in the afternoon. So if during class you just didn't get enough help on a particular question, contact me at my phone number and come in and I can give you some more help. So our format will basically be you watch videos before class, you have to do that, and then during class you work with your peers, your classmates, and also with me on going through and accomplishing the homework. I expect that you'd access Canvas most every day. whether it's to watch the videos or to do some online quizzes or other things. So accessing the online resources that we have in Canvas is an important thing for you to do. Okay, the things that you need for the class, you'll need a textbook, so it's this one here. That doesn't look like the right textbook. It's not this one. That's interesting that got up there. It's this one right here. This Intermediate Algebra. I think they're on the 12th edition currently. You want to have a scientific calculator. If you have some graphing paper, that'd be awesome. And then the trig handout. Unfortunately, they don't have trigonometry in this book, but we do provide you with a handout of the trig posted in Canvas. Other learning resources that you might want to use going into Canvas, there's lots of information there. The text website will have additional helps as well. On campus, we do have a learning cafe. They've changed a little bit from last year to this year, but they basically provide a decent resource. If you're having trouble with some questions, you can access the Learning Cafe staff, and they may be able to help you with some questions. I would probably say that your first line of defense or your first contact would be me. So contact me, and I've got lots of time that I can help you out. And I love doing math, so I'd love to help you out. And if that's if you need some additional time or some additional help, you can contact the Learning Cafe. If you do require some academic accommodations, like extra time on an exam or separate space for an exam, note-taking, those kind of services, you can access them from the accessibility services. I don't have their exact office number, but I think it's TE12 something. There's the big tech building like this, and then the tech building sort of winds around a corner like this. Anyway, accessibility services are right there. Okay, so those are sort of resources you might look at. In terms of evaluating you for the semester, you're going to have 5 exams. So there's 4 module exams and then a final exam. Notice the final is only worth 20. I didn't make it worth 50. I've put a lot of the percent that I used to put on for a final exam in these 2 sections here. So in online quizzes or in the weekly homework. Notice that that's 20% of your final mark. These are ones that you should be able to get 100% on all of them. Your homework, I'd like you to get help from whoever to get that completed, from me or from other people. Your online quizzes, they're an online quiz. I expect that you get help from those from me or from somebody else. So that's 20% of your grade for the whole semester. That should be fairly easy for you to complete. So make sure you take advantage of that. Okay, in terms of the homework's due every Monday during class. If you don't get it done, you can still get it done up until the exam for that particular unit, but you might not get full marks for it. In your homework, I'd like you to do stuff like check things off. If you do a question and you get it right, check the answer key, mark it right. Highlight stuff maybe with a marker or something that you're not sure of, put question marks. Use that homework as a learning tool and something that I can look at and see where you might be struggling and where you might need some help. But I don't expect your homework to be pristine and look perfect. I expect it to be scribbled on and erased and check marks. If you want to put an X, I'm typically not an X guy, but if you want to put an X saying, oh, you got that wrong, and then scribble that out, yeah, and I've got it figured out. Use your homework as a learning tool. The online quizzes, that's these guys here, they're worth 10% of your grade. You can write them anytime you want. I'd advise you to write them a couple times anyway before you write the exam for that section. But also you can write them at any time during the semester, right up until the final exam. And you can write them as many times as you want, and I only take your highest mark for them. So if you write it and you get a 0, and then you get a 5, and then you get a 10 out of 10, that's the mark that I will be recorded. And these ones here, although you'll see them, but this is the mark that will be in effect for that section. Your exams will be written, I think those are the correct dates for your exams. You can check the online calendar in Canvas for them. But those are the days exams get written. There's no changes to those. Those are the days the things are written. If something happens and you can't write them on that particular day, for sure let me know. But you will not be able to write them after that date. On some occasions, like if you know that you're going away for a day or two and you can't make that particular day, if you want to write a day early, I'm okay with that. But you cannot write after that. So if you miss it, you're sick, something else happens, I don't care what the reason is, you get a 0 on that exam. Now, you will get a 0 on the exam, but here I've got written 2. I think I'm changing that to 1. I'll change the course outline. That'll be 1. For one exam, I will replace whatever you get on that corresponding section on the final. I'll replace your mark that you missed. So for example, in Module 1, say you get a 0. September 30 comes, you're sick, you can't make it, you get a 0%. Then come the final, I have it broken into 4 parts corresponding with the modules. Say on this section you get 90% for that 1 per section for the final. What I'll do is I'll take that mark and it'll replace this one. So the 0 will go away and it'll be as if you got 90% on that exam. Now this works also, this policy works also even if you don't miss an exam. So if you don't miss an exam, but say on the second one you get 70%, but then on the final you get 100%, then I'll replace this 70 with 100%. Okay? So it works for one exam during the unit, during the course. Okay, grading, this is what you need to do. If you want to get an A, you got to get a 90. If you want to fail, you just got to make sure that you're from 0 to 49. Hopefully you're not in that category. But that's the letter grades that you'll receive from the course. Expectations, I expect that you come to class on time. I expect that you watch those videos before you come to class. That's an important piece. If you try and do the homework without having watched the videos, then you're going to require a ton of my time and a ton of other people's time. So be prepared. Be what's that word? Proactive in making sure you watch those videos before you come to class. And then when you come to class, you can work on the homework and get some help. So please come to class prepared. Okay, lastly, this institutional practice goes through coursework. I don't usually do the example thing. Yeah, I keep things for a while if you want to watch them later. If you want to record classes, we don't do a whole lot of that kind of stuff in class, but if you need to record the class, or if I'm helping you and you wanted to record that, feel free to do that too. This is the main one I wanted to talk about. During online quizzes and during all your homework, I expect that you do those things and try and understand those things on your own. But on these ones, I want you to get help. So if you aren't sure what you're doing on an online quiz, come and ask me. Ask a buddy, ask your spouse, ask a kid, whatever. Get some help on those. I want you to get 10 out of 10 on every quiz. And I want you to understand the material, but make sure that you get 10 out of 10 on every one of those. On your homework, all you have to do to get full marks for your homework is pass it in completed. If that takes you, just a little bit of time all on your own to do, great. If it takes you a long time and you need help from the Learning Cafe, you need help from me, you need help from other people to get that done, excellent. I'm wanting you to get 10 out of 10 on your homework, okay? So you can get help for those. Coming test time, that's when you don't get help. You are on your own to write your exam. So don't try and look at somebody else's exam. Don't let anybody look at your exam. The tests are where I'm wanting you to show what you know and what you've learned that semester. Okay, I think that is all that I wanted to talk about in the video. I'm looking forward to meeting you. I'm looking forward to the semester. Love Math 85. Love math in general. And I hope to have a great semester.